morning, all you Midwestern mages. My name is Broderick Hanson. I'd love to welcome you back to the Minnesota's Magic Podcast Show. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts. Today we gotta welcome back the one, the only, that mono blue menace. That's Dylan Hartman.
Driving in the grocery getter.
Dylan the grocery getter Hartman. There you go, the next WWE champion. Riding along in that van of perpetual doom is our one and only Zach Boardwipe Johnson.
Hello. Yellow is my favorite color.
Yellow's not a color of magic.
White can be yellow.
Get a new color.
And joining us for the first time on this podcast is a man we like to call Action Jackson.
Bro, shut up.
Action Jackson has bad threat assessment.
I do. My threat assessment is as simple as Brody. That is
Well,
Well,
What am
that's
I
why
get-
it's simple. It's Action Jackson, because all he does is the action and he doesn't take the recourse.
whatever makes the game most funny, which is most of the time just fucking with Brody.
Action Jackson, which is, that person's about to win.
Jackson
What-
doesn't know that every action has an equal opposite reaction.
This is true. But let's get into it. So, you're probably all wondering, oh, you guys haven't been on here for a while. Well, that's because we're lazy and our schedules are horrible. But that's besides the point.
Brody, it's your fault that your schedule is 5 o'clock at night till 4 o'clock in the morning.
I am regretful and working on it, all right? So,
It's okay. I'm joking.
all right. So, let's get into it. We're talking about that huge wizard stream and some Dominaria previews because a lot of this is pretty cool. But I'm not sure. Maybe we should talk about some of the Dominaria previews and what they've been doing. And some of the cool things they're actually doing with some of those old legend box toppers, which a lot of those are pretty cool commanders. And they're going to be up the wazoo. Now, are those going to be in standard? Do you know, like, are box toppers typically standard legal?
Yes, you are allowed to play with the box toppers.
Wow. So that's going to be interesting as well because some of these are pretty cool. And then some of them are just a conglomerate of words. But I've selected some cards. We're recording this on the 20th of August. So we've seen some previews. And so I've just selected a couple of them. Like they were just going to go over quickly. Some of them were previewed on the stream. And then some of them have just come out. And I think will be kind of standalone hitters or just neat little cards that they showed off. And I think the first one we should talk about, because Dylan was very uppity about it, and I don't think he can contain himself or he's going to drive his ass right off that road. That's Liliana Vale being reprinted into Standard and into Pioneer in this set. For those who don't know, Liliana is 1 black for Legendary Planeswalker Liliana. Starting loyalty is 3. With this little ability that goes like -2, target player sacrifices a creature. -6, separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. All right, and this Mish mid +1 that's each player discards a card. Not 3 mana, nothing too spectacular.
Brody, are you talking Liliana the Veil down?
Yes.
It's a really, really good card. Shouldn't be $80, but it is. And the fact that they're printing it into Pioneer is just going to make the cost go up. So their reprint is just going to increase the price of the card. That's the only upsetting part that I have, is that what they should have done is they should have printed the crap out of it in Double Masters 2, like every other card they did, and drive the price down. But they didn't, and they decided to put in a new set and put it into Pioneer just to make everybody have fun, right? We all have fun in Pioneer.
She is at Mythic in this, and I would have liked to see her at Rare if they're trying to be like, hey, we want to get this more readily available. Because you get like, 5 to 8 Mythics in a box if you're lucky, but you get a shit ton of Rares. So maybe getting a box and getting like 3 or possibly 4 Lilianas would have been very nice.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I do like this coming into Pioneer because I do have a black-red discard deck, which is no fun allowed. It's 8 rack without the rack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is like, think about it this way: when they printed Meat Hook Massacre into standard, that card went from being a $20 card to an $85 card in about 2 weeks, and it's still, I think it's still sitting at about $60, and I don't think it'll go down until it rotates out of standard. But now that it's in Pioneer, that price is now stuck at about 70. And that's what's
Yeah.
going to happen with Liliana. Is it's like a $60 card right now because it's not the greatest card in Modern for the format right now, but that card is perfect in Pioneer. And I don't know how, I don't do Standard, so I don't know how it'll shake up Standard very much. But I think that it'll definitely make people excited to pull it on like Arena or something.
Well, like standards, like a planeswalker will always change the math, and like for Liliana, black decks aren't really in the meta right now. From what I've played out, I'm still playing Naya Enchantments, which is that's fun, but a 3-mana planeswalker that upticks to make you discard, that's pretty good. And with some of the black spells I've seen printed in this set so far, like this little card, 1 mana, instant, uncommon, called Cut Down. Destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. That's pretty good.
I think that card has got a reprint. I think that's a reprint.
Is Cut Down a reprint? Magic Google machine. What? Google of the Lake. Give me your wisdom.
I almost guarantee that's a reprint.
Google of the Lake says no.
No. Oh, wow. Okay.
Wait.
Fine then.
No. It is a brand new card.
It is a brand new card. Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I like that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But speaking of large black creatures that have an impact in formats, why don't we talk about everybody's favorite centipede Phyrexian, all hell our new overlords, Shieldred the Apocalypse. Shieldred the Apocalypse is 2 black, legendary creature Ferexian Praetor, 4/5. She has Death Touch and this weird ability that I don't think it's all that good. That says whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. This thing is 4 mana, has Death Touch, and is a 4/5.
That thing's gonna destroy people.
I think this.
Get ready.
Yeah, I think out of the new wave of Praetors, I think this is right next to Vorinclex in levels of oh shit. I think it might be better just because its mana cost is lower. The reason Vorinclex was just a scary thing because he was like a 7/5 with trample and haste. But this is a clock. This thing will kill somebody fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're playing that in standard event, dude, that's gonna destroy somebody.
I think black might actually be making a comeback at just like mono black might be the way to go.
I'll be adding that into my commander deck, by the way. That card is gonna be hot.
Shieldred's so good. And you know what's funny is that when I saw the spoilers for the set, the original spoilers for Shieldred, it was a 5-mana card, it was a 4/4, and it did not have the abilities it had. It had like Ward 2, and it was graveyard. It was a graveyard recursion deck, or it was a graveyard recursion card where every time one of your creatures died, your opponent's lost life, and every time an opponent's creature died, you got it or something. It would regenerate to your side of the table, but it would only occur like once a turn, so it wouldn't go crazy. And I was talking to Blake about this, and we both agreed, we're like, this should be a 4-mana card. It should be a 4/5, and then it should have like Death Touch, not Ward. And then when they printed it, and I looked at it, and I sent it to Blake, and I said, hey, it looks like they were listening to us over the phone. But yeah, no, the new Shieldred looks really good. I think that's just that card is going to be a blue killer. From how much card draw blue has.
Speaking of standard, I just looked at like the top 10 standard decks. It's Jeskai control, mono white aggro, Jund mid-range, Temur mid-range, Orzhov mid-range, Naya enchantments, Boros aggro, mono green aggro, Izzet dragons, Orzhov control. And then below that is like Esper Control, Esper Midrange, Grixis Vampires, Rakdos Artifacts. So a lot of black decks. So I can see like this completely shaking up Standard, because a lot of these cards too are still like Keldheims as well. Like
Yep.
effing Goldspan Dragon has been the bane of my existence, and I run it as a tech in my sideboard. But yeah, I think this is gonna shake up Standard for a much better. But
Feels like
have
such an easy card to throw in there. You don't even
Yeah.
have to like. You don't even have to like play into it for it to just be super good.
no,
Just
it's just
either
a
way.
just
Yeah.
a good card on its own. But speaking of a good card on its own, with this whole like black like drawing discarding, let's talk about the Raven Man. Now, for those who don't know what the Raven Man is, he's kind of like Liliana's Nicol Bolas, I guess, like Karn's Elish Norn. He's the guy who kind of like activated her spark and showed her how to do necromancy shit in the lore, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. I don't know. The lore is always changing. But the Raven
It's
Man.
okay. Reddit will give the answer later.
Thank you, Reddit. I love you for all your information and hate you give me. You truly are my security blanket in life. All right, the Raven Man. I love this card. 1 in the black, legendary creature, human wizard. Look, look, Dylan, a wizard.
He's not blue. Get him out of here.
Got him.
Get him out of here.
All right, so he's a 2/1. All right, so at the beginning of each end step, if a player discarded a card this turn, create a 1/1 black bird creature token with flying, and this creature can't block. He also has an activated ability for 3 in a black, tap. Each opponent discards a card, activate only at a sorcery. So he works really well with Liliana. Like, there's so much black goodness that I honestly could see like black mid-range or even like Rakdos mid-range making a huge leap. But I love this dude just on a lot of decks. And as soon as I saw, it's like, ooh, that's a clock that I can run in my Rakdos Pioneer deck. That's my Rakdos.
But the
mid-range.
effect is also sorcery speed, so that is kind of a
That's true.
buzzkill, because
They-
it's really only if you can't do anything that turn you would use any of that crap.
Right, but he does say
Right.
each end step though. So if you can find a way on like your opponent's turn to make them discard a card, there has to be a way. I am not gonna search Magic's Annals of History right now to do that. That'll be on a later episode when we're looking at the stuff or like a deck breakdown. But like in Commander 2, there's always ways of just being like, hey, everybody discard a card. Okay, I have 4 birds now. Go burbs. Go.
I think Brody's missing out on the key and the most important card that got printed in this set, which is a blue mana dork. The first blue mana dork in my mind. It's fucking 2 mana for taps for add blue. I did not think I would ever see a card.
Hold on.
Never thought I'd see the day.
There's a-
Yeah, I think Wizards crossed the line here. There's
Yeah,
obviously
and, now,
some
and it's a wizard. You know you're gonna see that in Baron now.
That's
Hold
Yeah,
on.
what the
There's
fuck?
a Burb Mana Dork. I gotta look. I do.
Yeah,
going too far.
Volshay Tide Turner. It's a wizard.
Oh, I see now. Oh my god, it's a Merfolk Wizard, 1 in the blue for a 1/3. It's a 1/3 common. Add blue. Spend this mana only to cast instant sorceries or a kicker spell. So that's
But at
yeah.
least they shaped it like halfway reasonable.
They didn't just
Like,
make
so it is for the bread and butter moves. If you're gonna cast an instant or sorcery, like, so he still will stay on tap. So I mean, at least it's like not like just general generic mana to use.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of instant sorceries, here's a little thing that they that showed up on the previews. I'm a guess it's not giving. It's just Dismember, but with Phyrexian naming and new art. And I'm pretty sure it has the little wizard star as its logo. So I'm certain that this might be like a buy a box. But new Dismember art with Phyrexian writing, that seems pretty cool. But you know what else is pretty cool, guys?
You.
A Phyrexian Sphinx.
Well, yes.
That'd be
that's
pretty
also
cool.
But you guys ever heard of a thing?
They actually printed one though.
Yeah, they did.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, Defiler of Dreams. It's a Phyrexian Sphinx.
Oh,
You
do
should
you want to hear about
read that card? This one's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
Defiler.
need it.
You're gonna like
I know you do.
this.
That's why I thought you'd like it. I thought that was the first card you were gonna look at.
I think Blake might like that too.
Oh, they printed 2 Sphinxes in this set.
Yep.
Well, shit.
There's gonna be a lot of Sphinxes. So
Sphinxes might make a comeback somehow.
yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Your Sphinx commander deck. So we'll start about the Defiler of Dreams, which this is a cycle of cards that they're doing at all rares. There's also a worm version of this guy. Pull him up too. It's the Defiler cycle. All right, so Defiler of Dreams for 3 blue. It's a creature Phyrexian Sphinx 4/3, flying as an additional cost to cast a blue permanent spell. You may pay 2 life. Those spells cost blue less to cast if you paid life this way. This effect reduces only the amount of blue mana you pay. So it's basically saying, hey, your blue spells have Phyrexian mana, which is awesome. It also has, whenever you cast a blue permanent spell, draw a card.
Yeah, that should be fucking really good. I think that's going to go in every commander deck.
Yeah, that is going to be a very, very fast card that everybody is going to have in their decks. And the art on it looks fucking awesome.
It looks good. Here's the Defiler of Vigor. It's 3 green, so kind of that same mana cost. Trample. Oh, it's a Phyrexian worm 6/6 with trample. It has the additional like you may pay 2 life for blue mana or for green mana pips. So I'm guessing all the Defilers and their colors are gonna be like, hey, your color is now Phyrexian mana, and it has whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So,
dude, I kind of want to make a 5-color deck now, like revolving around those. That would be sick.
Well, yeah, because now you're going to have at least 20 creatures that are of the Phyrexian type, because, what is it, a double set? There's double sets of each of the Praetors, or there will be after Elesh Norn gets reprinted, or gets a new printing, and now they're adding all the new Phyrexian types. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Are they making any dragons for Jackson?
Oh, you want to know about dragons? Well, let me.
Mono red ones.
No,
Yeah,
Jackson, there is a mono red dragon.
Is there?
Rage
even
Fire
Devastator.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Demon Devastator. We'll get to him. But Rage Fire Hellkite. He's 4 red. So get your flying. Whenever Rage Fire Hellkite attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, Rage Fire Hellkite gains double strike until end of turn. It's a 5/3.
Seems like a fucking great way to jack somebody up real quick.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. Here comes Action Jackson.
I could just sack the token that I get from making it.
Oh, sacrifice your 4/4. Swing with a 10/10.
It's a 5/5 drip token. Thank you.
Oh. I don't give a crap, Jackson. Shut the hell up. But
let the man speak, goddammit.
Okay, but speaking of dragons, you want to hear one that really caught my eye, that I really like, that I might have to build a commander deck for? This is called
Okay, we'll hear it.
Bladewink, Deathless Tyrant. He's 5 black-red for a 6/6 legendary creature, dragon skeleton, flying in haste. Whenever Bladewing Deathless Tyrant deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, for each creature card in your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie knight creature token with menace.
Dude, why are they including planeswalkers in their text now? I hate this. I fucking hate
Fuck
this.
you, Amanatu. I'm
Bro,
coming for you.
Like, I'm gonna actually have to make another deck.
Make that Sphinx tribal deck.
You guys are forcing my hand.
You know what you can put in that Sphinx tribal deck? Sphinx of Clear Skies. Sphinx of Clear Skies is 3 blue.
What a segue.
Yeah, I know, right? Just call me Dean Kingman.
So smooth.
It has Flying Ward 2. It's a 5/5. It has domain, which they're bringing back one of those old keywords.
What is
it's-
that, actually?
Domain is an old keyword that does things based on your
Okay.
land, I believe. So whenever Sphinx of Clear Skies deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. An opponent separates those into 2 piles, puts one pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So guess what? It's fact or fiction on a Sphinx based on the number of basic land types among lands you control. So if you have more lands, you can get the full value of 5. But if you're like an Esper, it's just 3 cards.
Yeah, but who the hell is going to run that in a 5-colored deck?
I don't know, man. 5 colors.
It sounds kind of like booty. Like, it's not even that good.
I mean, it's a flying Ward 2 5/5, all right? That's pretty good. It's a 5/5 for 5 with flying and ward. That's on rate with bonuses. Ward 2. All right. You didn't think that was good? So you guys know the deck called a little modern deck called Murktide? Murktide. Everybody loves Murktide, right?
No, we don't. Shut up, Birdie.
I
Well, you
love Murktide.
Sucks.
I
Deck
like
I
sucks.
love Murktide.
I like Murktide too. You want to hear this guy who I think is going to go in that deck?
Psychos.
He's called Talarian Terror. He's 6 in a blue for a 5/5 serpent. Okay, he has Ward 2, but he has this text, this little bitty box of text that says, this spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant or sorcery spell or sorcery card in your graveyard. This can just be a 5/5 for blue with Ward 2 in that deck.
Which, that's actually really good, but
That's really good.
it's more mid-range for sure.
He's at common though, but still, it's just like, they've killed my Murktide. Blue worm. Behold my 2 5/5s with Ward 2. Behold them and be in awe.
Did you guys see that they're printing Jared Carthalion as a planeswalker that can be your commander?
Yeah, you want to get into the I think we've gone on these previews for a little bit. There's a lot. It's preview season. You'll all see these. These are just some standout ones. But yeah, let's talk about these planeswalkers. They've already done deck reveals for both of them. So we have oh god, I'm gonna screw up her name. Dihada, Binder of Wills, and they have our first 5 mana planeswalker, which is that rockin' stallion, the Italian stallion with the mane so long it makes lions jealous. Jared Carthalion.
You're a liar, Brody. You know Urza's head is the original 5 mana planeswalker.
Dude, why they make I'm gonna be honest, I forgot he existed.
How could
I would
you?
never let you forget.
He's definitely a real boy.
Thank you, Dylan. But I was listening to the Command Zone podcast last night about they were talking about his
You
deck.
traitor.
I know, right? Gathering information to learn about stuff.
What a loser.
But here's
Yeah,
some
nerd.
here's some cards in that deck called this little lad called Primeval Spawn. Now I know Primeval. You think of Titan, right? Wrong. This lad is 5 generic and then Wooburg for a 10/10 avatar creature. I love this man, and his art is amazing. He's just going, "Bah!" Yeah. All right.
That sounds like a lot of work to make that happen, though.
Oh, you think this is a lot of work? Just you wait. If Primeval, if Primeval Spawn would enter the battlefield, and if it wasn't cast or no mana was spent to cast this card, exile it instead. He has Vigilance, Trample, and Lifelink. Whenever Primeval Spawn leaves the battlefield, exile the top 10 cards of your library. You may cast any number of spells with total mana value 10 or less from among them without paying their mana cost.
Oh my god, that sounds like what, dude? Did they not just ban Golos? Like, this sounds like fucked up Golos. Like,
All right.
Golos like shitting on fucking the new Golos.
All right, to be fair, if you blink this thing, it just exiles itself immediately. So to get this effect more than once, and it's not a legendary creature, to get this more than once, you have to basically like play it, unsummon it back to your hand, and play it again. Now, if you're playing like Joda for 11 mana, you can play, that's including the unsummon, you can get like this effect twice in a turn. But I love this card. There's a lot of cool 5-mana spells or Wooburg spells in this deck. It is Wooburg, so it'll be hard, but there's this really cool card called Two-Headed Hellkite. It's 1 in Wooburg for 5/5 dragon with flying, menace, and haste, and says whenever Two-Headed Hellkite attacks, draw 2 cards. That's so good in a 5 color. I am going to put this in my sliver deck and make it a sliver. So you guys have to deal with this Wooburg dragon with flying, menace, and haste, and other sliver effects. This thing is practically a sliver. It already has so many effects on it, all right?
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey,
Even
did
more
anybody
reason
else
to
notice?
Only attack you, Brody.
Did anybody else see that Jedit O'Janin mercenary? Not particularly fond of that card, but the original printing of it was a Legends card. That was one
Yep.
of the first Legends commanders, and it's so bad. It's a 7-mana 5/5 with no ability.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Legends was. That's why it was great. It was actually fair magic. You had to pay to play.
Yeah, I think
You
we'll
had to
go
pay
over.
so much mana to make such a bad card.
So I think we'll go over all of like the new the new abilities and shit for the legendary creatures they're doing in a later episode, because there's so much shit in here, and it's so awesome. Like,
they're putting Rasputin in here too.
they are.
Hey, Brody, really quick.
Yeah.
I might be buying a box of Legends, like dumping $700 if you guys want to just do a recorded gameplay night or something like that.
Yeah, if this video can get
Hold
a
on.
1,000
Legends?
likes.
Yeah. I think
Like,
I'm just going to dump $700 on some garbage and let everybody open it up.
Wait, hold on. If we're gonna do like an actual Legends draft,
Yeah.
you know that Legends boxes are like $50,000, right? Unopened.
If
Let's
this
go.
video gets 1,000 likes, we'll make
That's
Zach
why-
take a new mortgage out on his house to buy us a box of Legends.
Yeah.
I actually asked Craig about this. If you look up how much the original Legends boxes are worth, they're worth way more sealed than they are because they had such a low print run. They're like 50 grand a piece for a box.
But Craig also like overvalues everything.
I know he does, but
I love the guy, but
I don't think you're gonna get $700 for a box of Legends cards.
Speaking of
When
overvaluing
some of the
things,
rares are worth $800.
speaking of overvaluing things, let's talk about the upcoming releases for 2023. Because a lot of these, these next upcoming sets, this year I was kind of like, eh. This one I'm hyped for because, so we'll go over it. So in the fall we have the Brothers War, which is coming up, which I'm hyped for that. You could actually choose which side you want to fight for at the pre-release, because they have Mishra's Burnished Banner and Urza's Iron Alliance. And this is going to be a heavy artifact set. So I am hyped. And here's the thing. All right, if we're reprinting like Liliana the Veil into Standard and all this other stuff, reprint the Tron lands into Standard and give me a Blightsteel Colossus or something dumb, stupid. Reprint, give me Tron lands in Pioneer so I can play Spoopy Tron in Pioneer, all right? Because I don't think like any of the big Eldrazi are legal in Pioneer. But the Brothers War looks hype. It's going to be an artifact set. It's going to be cool. The art looks cool. I'm hyped for that. Hello. Oh. What was that? What happened? Hello?
Dylan died, maybe.
He's gone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears Dylan has been swallowed up by the next set we're going to talk about, and that is Phyrexia. Maybe he'll come back completed. We can only be so lucky because our Phyrexian overlords are coming in the winter of 2023. All hail Phyrexia. And that is Phyrexia, all will be one. Now, this set is just a straight-up Phyrexia, like they're bringing the battle to Phyrexia, and we've seen art for Elish Norn and just what looks like her castle, and this shit looks really awesome. This castle art, I'm really hoping it's a basic plane, but I am Phyrexia is my favorite plane. I love the mecha body horror and all that stuff, so I'm really hyped for that. After that, and this looks like a block set, which this will be my first block standard. It looks like, I guess you could call it, but there's like more stuff coming. But then after that is March of the Machine, which is the end game.
Hello?
Oh, look, he's back. Phyrexia has given him back, guys.
I don't
There
know
he
what
is, Dylan.
I really don't know what happened. You guys all just went really quiet, and I was like, wait, what the hell?
You probably went through a dead zone. But we're talking about March of the Machines, which is supposedly supposed to be like Avengers Endgame for the Phyrexian arc. So like
Wait. March of the Machines? What card is that?
that's the next set. That's coming in the release date is the second quarter for 2023.
I already don't like it.
So like they released some art of it, and it shows like we got a giant from Keldheim. We have the blue dragon from Kamigawa. There's Chandra, a dryad in the background, a lady being held. I think that's Eska's chariot in the background because they have Eska's chariot in the background of this art, and it's being hauled by two cats, and it took me a while to realize that those are the two like Norwegian forest cats.
Yes,
hauling
besides
Eska's-
the dragon and the fucking forest cats, this set sounds like Garbo.
But that's just
Hey,
the art.
when is Wait.
Yeah.
Where did you see all these spoilers?
I saw these at #mythicspoilers.com. Pre-order your set for Throne of Eldraine at mythicspoiler.com.
Hashtag smoking meth working at 4 a.m.
Hashtag smoking rocks off. All right, and then after
I
that,
don't understand.
it's all right. So I feel like this year is like catered to me because we have a sick
Yeah.
artifact set in the Brothers War. We're going to Phyrexia. There's a spring set called March of the Machine Aftermath, which I guess is like the third Spider-Man movie if we're going by Marvel standards. We're Marvel now. But then we're going back to Eldraine, and I liked Eldraine. Despite what people said, I enjoyed Eldraine. I enjoyed slamming an Oko. I enjoyed turning a goose. I liked Eldraine because it was stupid and broken. But that's just me. Which, it's supposed to be like, it's called the Wilds of Eldraine, so it's supposed to be more like the Wilds half and less of like the Knights and stuff, apparently. And then we're going to the last set of the year is the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And it's supposed to be Ixalan after the Immortal Sun has been taken. So vampires, dinosaurs, and merfolk. And I think that's cool. I might have to dust off little old Gishath and say, hey, look at that. More dinos. Doesn't that make you happy? Let's go, buddy. Gishath was pulled apart because I never got to play Gishath because a man named.
You need to bring it back because I feel like we were messed out on something.
I'm going to bring it back, Blake. Or not Blake. I'm going to bring it back, Zach. And you're going to do the same thing you do every time where you just kill everything.
Murder! Kill!
And I'm sitting there looking at Gishath where he's 20 mana to cast.
Hey, trust me, it's worth it.
I enjoy seeing you build your dreams and then me tear it down in one stroke of a hand.
Yeah. So then let's talk about this now. These are gonna be like the supplementary sets or whatever. Like they're not quite standard. They're
Substance. Yes.
Yeah, they're like bonus sets, like Double Masters. But this is called Dominaria Remastered. And I'm not sure if this is probably like a bonus set, so none of these are probably standard legal, but Force of Will reprint, which, that's nice. It comes with new art and an old border, which that's cool. Which
that's
is
nice.
Yeah, subsets will
$120
not be
cash.
standard legal, so it is fine. This is a good thing.
But we
Did you guys all die on me again? God.
No.
being
It's you.
swallowed up. But what basically Dominaria United is we're gonna take cards from all of the sets from Dominaria and put them in a draftable set, so you get to play with other cool stuff. So that's fun. I enjoy that.
Here.
And then we have what is essentially going to be what the hell? Modern Horizons 3. There he goes. Phyrexian's taking him again, lads. Is he back? Are
Yeah.
you completed?
I think so.
Cool. So we're talking about Modern Horizons 3, aka the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set. Because it's a modern...
Did 2 just come out like a little bit ago?
So this is taking the slot in the release date of a Modern Horizons set, and the fact that it's modern legal, people are going to get upset by getting schooled by Gandalf and dying to Bilbo Baggins, which is like Ragavan on steroids, because it's a 0-cost human gnome goblin man coming in, attacking you. He's this 4/4 Bilbo Baggins with Menace, Death Touch, and Lifelink and Haste, that whenever he attacks, you search your opponent's deck for a card and put it on the battlefield without paying its mana cost.
What are they thinking?
This is just Jackson. They just don't care anymore. They have to go past Ragavan. So the next obvious choice is a 0-drop with
Power creep is real.
Yeah, it's a 0-drop with indestructible and hexproof. And they're also reprinting Soul Ring, Jackson, into for the first time, Soul Ring will be part of the modern format.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No.
Where did you see this? Wait.
Wow.
Hold on. Where did you see this? Now, I'm not one to call somebody a liar, but you're a goddamn liar, Brody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to Universe Beyond Warhammer.
No,
we are not. No, we are not. I will leave this Discord call right now.
They're not.
Wait, where did you see this?
I'm joking. They just showed off some art.
Thank you.
Fuck. Jesus.
You son of a bitch. You know how that got me there? I actually played a kid that brought a commander deck to a modern fucking legal event.
What?
I was about to be. Oh my god.
All right, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring into Mana Vault into Signet, pass. All right. They didn't preview anything for Warhammer, but they did show off some art. So it looks like we have like the Silent King for the Necrons deck, Inquisitor Greyfax for the Imperium deck, a Swarm Lord for the Tyranids deck. But they did show off some cards. They showed off each deck gets its own specific themed Soul Rings, which are cool. But yeah, I'm hyped for this set. I love Warhammer. I'm a CSM player, so yeah, this is all going cool. But then there's another, and I don't know how I feel about this. Another Universe Beyond, Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, but I don't know. This is going to come with 4 commander decks and a secret lair as well, is what they said. Yeah, I don't know.
Commander decks?
Yeah, they're making Doctor Who Commander. It's going to be part of their Universes Beyond cycle, like how Warhammer's getting their own decks in a secret lair. It's going to be Doctor Who decks in a secret lair. So these are going to be like Eternal format legal. So I don't know. It's like, okay, we're trying to hit like a lot of these nerd bases, it feels like. Like, all right, we're hitting the Warhammer nerds. Okay, cool. And as me as a person, like a Magic player, it's like, okay, some cards in the Warhammer universe can kind of fit into Magic. Like, I can see some of the Necron stuff being like Brothers War technology, or like the Tyranids being closely related to the Eldrazi. I get that. I don't. Space Marines are a hard fit, but then you got like Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. You're trying to hit that demographic. I get that. Space battle and timey-wimey bullshit. No, wait, they have fucking Teferi. This fits in perfectly. Put him on Dominaria. Put the Doctor on Dominaria. Guys, I figured it out. I know how the Magic universe is going to stop Phyrexia, all right? Okay? It's going to be Teferi. He's he's being middle of being transformed to being perfect. All the shit's going down. Karin's being disassembled. Everything's gonna go bad. And they hear this sound, which sounds like a horrible engine trying to start, and it's just chugging. And this blue police box is there, and this dude with a bow tie comes out, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then everything explodes, and that's how the day's saved. It's gonna be the new Doctor Who Christmas special. Doctor Who on the plane of Phyrexia.
Magic the Gathering.
I will say this: they did show off art. They've just shown off art for all this. The art looks amazing. I'm assuming one of these cards is a land, where it's just an alien planet with his police box, and it looks cool. I like it. I think it's neat. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything magic related we covered in the stream. What do you guys think of this so far? What do you think of it? Are you kind of hyped for the upcoming year or the Dominaria stuff?
I mean, I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting.
How do you guys feel about Soul Ring being printed in a modern?
It sounds like such a great idea for the
Wizards
freaking
can suck my
update.
dick if they print that fucking card in a modern.
Hey man, would it be any worse than like Ragavan or Dragon Rage Chandler or Murktide?
No, it would be worse. It would absolutely be worse.
Yeah,
A 1-mana for a 1-mana. Oh, I get 2 colorless. That's awful. That's terrible. Ragavan's not that great. I mean, it's a good card, but it's not like that good of a card because you literally have to build a deck around Ragavan if you want Ragavan to be good. Literally every single modern deck in the format would include
Ragavan's
a
just
Soul
new.
Ring.
Cool.
Not even just a Soul Ring. There'd be
A
multiple.
force
and
bet, guaranteed.
There
A
would
whole
be.
playset of Soul Ring.
Don't you
There
want
would
to
be
see
people who
turn
would
one Tron
mulligan-
play
they would
4
mulligan
Soul Rings?
So they have 3 Soul Rings in hand and just play them all. And next turn you have a fucking Ugin to deal with.
Well, yeah, now that's what it said. The biggest deck that'll come back from that is freaking Tron.
Let me
Well,
live
take
my
over the
dream,
fucking
damn
world.
you! I
It
just want to.
Close. The meta wouldn't even be fun. It'd be whoever has the most Soul Rings at the start of the game wins.
Let me live my Eldrazi dream, damn you fools! I just want Tron to be good again.
This is why Wizards will never take any of your ideas, Brody.
Give me some...
Brody, you're gonna bury Wizards with your stream.
I'm driving
They
this ship.
listen to what you say and do the complete opposite of everything.
But yeah, I think this year's gonna be cool. I can't wait for the Brothers War and the Phyrexia, and I might keyword might get a box
So we'll get a box ×2.
of Dominaria Unite, or I might just buy my singles. Like there are some cards that catch my eye. Like I want the Liliana, but I might just buy 4 of those and call it a day and get that Bladewink Dragon. But as for the Brothers War and Phyrexia, I'm hyped for that. It's cool to see what they're going to do in Ixalan. And I believe they said in October we're going to get some Warhammer previews. So look forward to that because I'm hyped for that.
Dylan, how do you feel about that?
I have a big problem with Wizards because they are pushing out way too much damn content. And I haven't bought into Magic since like before. I can't remember what was the set before Kamigawa.
Oh god, what was before
Exactly. What was the set before Kamigawa? What was Kamigawa? It's like they're pushing too much damn product. I mean, you're gonna have Dominaria United in September, and then 2 months later they're gonna release Brothers War, and then they're gonna release all this other stuff. It's like you don't have time to breathe. They just keep cramming crap down your throat, and you can't do nothing. And
I agree. Honestly, you don't get time to like digest like the lore, the story that they came up with for the set and why the set is here. Now it's just like we're just like printing shit to print shit to make money, to make the freaking money machine go.
Innistrad was before Kamigawa. It took me a while.
And like I don't remember, name 5 cards that came out of Innistrad that were good in like standard.
Meat Hook.
Meat Hook.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we all know Meat Hook is the one mystical unicorn that fucking fell in the laps of the wizard gods.
Everything
I
changed.
know a card. If I know a card, then you know it's good.
It's like it doesn't make. That's the thing though. It's just ridiculous how much they want to push the sets. Like, yay, the sets look good, but the problem is that they're not going to be good. Like, Dominaria United is just going to be another gust of wind, and the train's going to leave the station, and we're all going to be up and hyped for what, Brothers War? And then they're going to do Brothers War, and they're going to print some crazy shit between Urza and Mishra. They're going to print some crazy ass cards that are going to shake up a format or two, and then they're going to move on to the next set, and then they're going to move on to the next set, and they're going to move on to the next set. And the thing is that it's becoming now that there's like the reason why nobody plays standard anymore is because before when there was only 3 sets that got released a
All right,
year.
guys, so that's the podcast. It's been great having you. We're going to go before Dylan keeps rambling and he just keeps going and we can't stop him because,
What?
God knows we'll
He's
stop.
bringing up good
What?
points.
All right, lads.
This is when we
Made it to
this is when we
existence.
This is
Brody
tyranny,
from the
Brody.
end of the podcast.
Bye.
What is this? Are we a democracy, Brody, or is this
Yeah.
all?
No, the podcast has been going on for about an hour.
Oh,
It's
so
going
what?
on for like 45 minutes.
The
Oh,
podcast
Yeah,
will go until we're done with it, Brody.
Podcast when you ramble on. That's how it works.
That's how we ended. Is somebody rambles on and we just cut him off.
That's stupid.
It's funny.
It's only funny when we do it to Brody.
I will not
because we're
buy
talking.
Wizards. I will not buy more Wizards product until they slow the shit down.
I agree with
That's
that.
my big takeaway. Is that it's like I can't justify buying Dominaria United when literally they're gonna print out Brothers War and all the cards in Brothers War are gonna be better than all the cards in Dominaria United. Because that's how it's been. I mean, they had Innistrad, and then Kamigawa was better, so then we bought into Kamigawa, Beseiju, and all that other shit. And now they're going to be printing what? Dominaria United, where they're going to have 5 or 6 fantastic cards that are going to be really good in every format, and then they're going to be like, oh, everybody's going to be like, oh, these are great cards. And then we're going to move on to the next set, and it's going to be the same goddamn thing. So that's my take.
I really wish they would just kind of slow. Like, if they had just done Dominaria, Brothers War, and the Phyrexian stuff this year, I would have been happy. Like, just those 5 sets, boom, and like spread them out. Don't give us like, hey, look, here's a new set every 2 months. Like, yeah, I want it to just slow down just a little bit because I enjoy this game, but I want a standard set that isn't like fast as fuck boy. But yeah, that's the true ending. So we'll be seeing you guys. Make sure to subscribe, like, all that nonsense. Hit that like, I want you to physically smash the like button so hard. I don't know. Jackson gets a punch in the gut, and we'll know it.
Don't buy a new keyboard, guys. Come on.
But no, buy that new
Magic
keyboard.
cards to buy, not new keyboards. Come on.
Buy 5 new keyboards. Did you know that Japan has exclusive like zombie and angel tokens in Japanese art, and I need them now?
Yes, I'll be going to Japan not this December, but next December. And if you give me a wish list, I'll bring them back.
I need 80 fairy tokens, my friend.
Okay, that's too easy.
Yeah, make sure to check out before we actually go, make sure to check out the channel because I'm going to be uploading some gameplay videos here soon and a box opening of my secret lair. And I'm going to be streaming every Sunday on Twitch. Probably from like noon to maybe 6 in the morning because my schedule is horrible. We'll be playing some Magic when I feel like it, some Monster Hunter, League of Legends, random stuff that my computer could probably handle while running Twitch. So yeah, make sure to check into that. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.